Hello, I'm Frank Stalder, the Research and Development Director of Officine Panerai, and I'm glad to present you today the main novelties that Panerai is presenting at this SIHH 2015. The main access of this year is the submersible watches, with 3 new timepieces. The first watch I would like to introduce you is the Luminor 1950 Submersible Carbotech. This watch, using the automatic 3-day P9000 caliber, highlights the know-how of Panerai in the fields of new, technical, innovative materials. The case, with a diameter of 47 mm, the turning bezel, the crown protecting device, and its lever are made out of Carbotech. Carbotech is a composite material made out of carbon fibers and a high-tech polymer, a PEEK. This combination has never been used before in the watchmaking field. As well as providing exceptional physical properties, the Carbotech has a matte black aspect. And depending on the cutting of the material, you will have different position or angles of the line. In that way, each watch will become unique. Some physical properties of the Carbotech are much higher compared to other technical material used in the field of watchmaking, such like ceramic or titanium. The Carbotech is very light, it's 3 times lighter than titanium, it's very resistant to external stresses, and it's absolutely not sensitive to corrosion. Staying on the theme of the submersible watches, let me now introduce you the 2 new references using the P9100 caliber, the 3-day automatic chronograph flyback. Both watches have a Luminor 1950 submersible case, characterized by the iconic crown protecting device and the cushion shape of the middle case. They both have a diameter of 47 mm and are made out of brushed titanium. The push buttons, which control the functioning of the chronograph, are screwed down in order to prevent them from any accidental shocks. They are placed on the left side of the case in order to preserve the design of the watch and of this iconic crown-protecting device. Both watches are equipped with the P9100 caliber, a movement entirely designed and produced by Panerai at the manufacturer in Neuchâtel. This is an automatic movement with 3 days power reserve, which features the chronograph flyback function that instantly zeroes the chronograph hands and restart them, without it being necessary to stop and zero them first. The first and most visible characteristic which distinguishes the 2 references is the unidirectional turning bezel to calculate the duration of the dive. The reference 614 features a brushed titanium bezel. Also, the creativity of the dial has distinctive features. The date is positioned at 3 o'clock, while the chronograph minute and second hands are positioned at the center, making them easy to read and preserving the simplicity of the dial, a unique characteristic of Panerai watches. The second model, reference 615, is distinguished by a turning bezel made of titanium and matte black ceramic, with markers to calculate the duration of the dive, positioned at 5 minutes intervals, also made of titanium. The dial features a further indicator with respect to the previous model, a chronograph hour counter at 3 o'clock. To achieve an optimal luminescence and the best endurance over time, both watches use Swiss Grade A superluminova, a substance consisting of high special performance pigment. The distinctive characteristic in this case is that when they are in conditions of poor light, the minute hand and the luminous dot positioned on the unidirectional bezel light up bright blue, a different color compared to the other luminous markers. The aim is to make the reading of diving time extremely clear, even during dive at great depth. As you can see from the engraving on the case back, all the submersibles that I have presented to you today are water resistant to 300 meters and are certified divers professional. This means they meet the exact international requirements set out by the ISO 6425 standards for divers watches. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the novelties presented by Officine Panerai at this SIHH 2015.